don't know the words. So I'm just gonna hum. Oh Lord, what the hell's going on here? Well, at least we know that the sound check is good. We know the sound check is good. Okay, so hello and welcome. You are in tune to. Hold on a second. By the way, the singing's been really bad. Hold on. Let's get this thing set up and set. You are in tune to the Daniel Dubois, or rather the Trevor Bryan versus the Daniel Dubois. It's a good thing that Iron Kong came through with a little bit of feedback. I have myself on mute. OMG. Let's have a look now. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, Trevor Bryan, Daniel Dubois are in the building. I think I'm going to stand up for this one. Although I expect it to go a long way, so I may sit down again at some point. Let's have a look. Let's see if you can see me. Can you see me? Okay. Let me put my glasses on there. I don't want to miss none of the action. Action. Uh-oh. Action. Action. What? You got audio now. What do you mean? What? You still can't? What? What the hell? You still can't hear me? You're saying you still can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's have a look at this thing. Okay, so let me put my glasses on for this one. Daniel Dubois is up in the ring, as is Trevor Bryan. Let's have a look what's going on. The Iron Kong. The Kieran Betts, the Lisa Bales up in the building. Okay. We got both guys up in the building. Trevor Bryan, this chair's in my way. Trevor Bryan looking very confident. I say he's going to get taken out in between the 6th and 12th round. Put your predictions in the chat. Put your predictions in the chat. Oh gosh, they're coming together now. Hold on, I'm back in a second. Damn, it's all happening. Okay, this is beautiful. What's going on? This is beautiful. It's going down right now. Get your predictions in the chat. This is, yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to this one. Caught me a bit off guard. Somebody told me it was starting at midnight. Officially, it was starting to 1:45 midnight. So I had 15 minutes extra, but it's nay bother. I kind of relaxed a little bit now. And then next thing I knew, I looked at the TV. They were in the ring. OMG. Okay, so I started. Jab from Dubois. 1-2 from Dubois. Big right, nice right from Dubois. Left hook. Big right from Dubois. Big right from Dubois. Can't celebrate too quick, but Dubois is looking good early. What's his name? Bryan. Bit of a slow-ish starter. He ain't smiling anymore. Looking kind of serious. Now he's nice jab from Dubois, nice and fast. Friggin' hell. Trevor Bryan looking thicker than a Snicker. We're talking about the multi-pack. But they say you can't judge a book by the cover. But damn, you're looking like Trevor Bryan looking thicker than a multi-pack of Snickers. Oh my God, that jab from Dubois rocked Bryan's head back. Good Lord. Jab, right. Left hook to the body. Talking about left hook to the body. Anybody saw Richard Riakpor's? Was that a left hook? Oh, Lord. Left hook to the body, to the floating rib. Took out his opponent, whatever his name is. Can't remember that guy's name. Some Eastern European cat. Okay. Oh, big left hook from... Oh, another big left hook from Dubois. Bryan using his wily skills. He's just leaning away from those shots. So even though a couple of them caught him, he didn't get the full brunt. He didn't have to eat the full brunt. But I tell you what, Trevor Bryan looking very serious now. He knows this ain't no game. You might have to use those old tampons that he tried to. Might have to use that packet of tampons that he tried to give to Dubois, and he just ate a left hook. But Trevor Bryan ain't no punk. He's been up there sparring. Done a lot of sparring in his time, a lot of experience. He's like a seasoned vet now, even though he never really competed with the top 10 guys. Yeah, smart, quite a few of them in his time. Certainly Shannon Briggs, saw those old videos of him in there with Shannon Briggs or Shannon Briggs by the side. I forget the exact particulars. But Trevor Bryan ain't thrown. Oh, Lord, it's the end of the round, and Trevor Bryan ain't thrown one shot yet. The knock knees. Yeah, I spotted the knock knees myself. OMG. Okay. There's these adverts. Let's kill the noise. Kill the noise with the adverts. Okay, let me get this shiznix done. Let me get my scorecard in order. What are we talking about? We're talking about Bryan B versus D. Bryan versus Dubois. You got Dubois taking him out in between the 6th and the 8th round. 6th and the 8th round. Okay, they're ready for round 2. Jab that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. And don't be afraid to put in a super chat. Okay, Round 2. Bryan come out, held early. I guess his people have told him, yo, come on now. We gotta get this thing started. We can't afford no slow starts. Come on. Come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. So Bryan just started faster. Dubois up in his face with the left, but Bryan slipped it. Bryan slipped it. Bryan's belly's jiggling with the fat. He's been in a 12-week training camp and he's still got the fat jiggling. Still got a lot of fat jiggling all over his body. All over his body. I don't know how that works. Something there's an imbalance there somewhere. What you eating too much, training too little? Well, you're training a lot, but eating too much, that won't work either. You got to get the balance right. It's all about balance. Anyway, let's not fat shame the dude. Let's not fat shame the dude. There's been many a fat heavyweight champ, so let's not pretend like that ain't the case. But at least at one point they were in shape. At least at one point they were in shape. When was the last time Trevor Bryan was really in shape? You know what I mean? Anyway, let's ease up with the fat shaming. Okay. Halfway through the round, nothing special, nothing spectacular has happened. It's Bryan being a little more evasive, or a lot more evasive than he was in the first round. Let's not get it twisted. Check the ballistic. A left hook partially gets through from Dubois. Jab, but slightly, just glancing. Bryan touches Dubois with a nice fast jab. And Bryan and what's his name? Bryan comes with a 1-2, misses the one, catches Dubois with the 2. Dubois slipping that jab now. Bryan comes with a upstairs, downstairs. So Bryan is fighting back now. He's making a fight of it now. Okay, nice 1-2 to the body of Bryan. Complains about a bit of a head clash, and there was. Dubois' head came flying in a little bit. Oh, nice right hook from Dubois. Bryan's chin. Bryan's sturdy all over, isn't he? Bryan trying to do a little bit of Speedy Gonzalez work now. Watch him. Watch him. Just doing a little feints. Little body feints, gets his head rocked back with a left and another left. What's going on? The end of the round? Damn, these rounds are fast. These rounds are going by. It seems as quick as the what do you call them? The women's fights. Seems like they're going fast as quick like the women's fights. Let's have a look. Chase Athletic up in the building. Triple D working hard behind the jab. Hard. The boy's got to work that body, work that fat body of Bryant. Upstairs, downstairs. Oh dear. Rounds going by quicker than Tyson Fury's retirement. OMG. This is crazy, yo. This might be the first time I've watched a recent Don King promotion. How you like them apples? Okay. Immediately, Trevor Bryan grips. Bryan's got a lot of experience. Experience counts. Comes out with a quick 2 jabs, but misses. Dubois comes out with a fast jab. Slightly pause, gets in there, slightly touches. Looks like Trevor Bryan said instructions, come out with a jab. Use your jab. So that's what we're dealing with now. Or is Trevor Bryan breathing from the mouth a little bit? Maybe just a touch, just a little bit. This is interesting. Nice jab from Dubois. Remember, Bryan ain't no punk. Nice jab again. I thought, double jab actually from Dubois. Another jab from Dubois. 91 in August is Don King. 91 in August, dang. Okay. Jab from Dubois, countered by Bryan. Maybe that's his new game plan, counter the jab immediately. Oh, 1-2 to the body from Dubois, and then a jab to the face of Bryan. Okay, this is interesting. You're not going to get Bryan out of there. I'm glad I picked what I picked, because you're not going to get Bryan out of there in a couple of seconds. Bryan is a sturdy, seasoned campaigner. Even though he ain't really fought the top 10 guys, he's still seasoned nonetheless. Still seasoned nonetheless. 1-2. Oh, nice right hook from Dubois. Made Bryan think. Made him think. Well, Bryan's sturdy. Bryan's sturdy. Bryan leading on the rope, trying to do the rope-a-dope. Comes off the rope, taking some licks in the head. Lick, 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 boy, on your backside. Oh, my gosh. Is Bryan thinking about it? He does cover up well. Bryan does cover up well, and he'll lean on the ropes, and he'll avoid taking the full brunt of a shot. That's one of the hallmarks of a good, intelligent professional. You lean away from the shot so you don't take the full brunt of the shot, but he's taking the full brunt of some of these shots. Hooks, lefts and rights to the body. And them knock knees ain't helping him one tiny bit. Maybe he needs some of those sanitary pads that he tried to offer to Daniel Dubois. He's looking down like he needed one of them. All right, let's have a look what's going on. Klitschko left hook would do nicely. Certainly would. Smash that like button. Get them like buttons lit up. Light them up. Throw them up in the air. So, damn, I ain't even marking these things. What round are we in? Dubois was won every one of them. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 10, 9. It's 3 rounds so far. Or is this the start of the 4th? Is this the 4th? Yeah, I think it's the start of the 4th. Put the data at the bottom of the screen, Don. We like to see what round we're in. Welcome to the old and new. Up in the building, you're in tune to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And it's Dubois v. or rather Bryan v. Dubois. Okay. And it's exchange of jabs. Looking at each other. Jab from Dubois and a jab to the body of Bryan. Bryan gets wobbled by what? I didn't see him. Stumbles back. Pick your damn shots, Dubois. Pick your damn shots. Looks like Bryan's nose is bleeding. Might need one of those pads. Might need one of those lady pads. Should have kept hold of them. Talking about Bryan. Cheeky little fella. Well, he ain't little. He's big, not little. Oh, gosh. Nice left hook from Dubois. Bryan holding the back of the head. Oh, my God. He ain't getting up from that. OMG. Bryan ain't getting up from that. And then them knock knees ain't hurting him. He might need them pads. Oh, my God. Knocked out. Yeah, you're humbled now, my friend. You're humbled now. You had plenty of that. And you got knocked the fuck out. I don't even know what round that was. Daniel Dubois' dad so big you can see him in the damn place doing all of this. OMG. Trevor Bryan spent the last 3 months talking. Yeah, take a seat. You want a pad? You want a pad on your seat? Trevor Bryan, you want a pad on your seat, make it a little bit more comfortable for you? I don't even know what round this was. What round was this? It's over. It's over. It's over. OMG. It's over. Lord of mercy. I didn't think it'd be this quick. I was just saying it'd be, 6 to 8 would be just about right. But Trevor Bryan, yeah, man, he should have kept hold of them sanitary pads. It looks like he needs to mop up his blood and his tears. OMG. 1 minute, 58 seconds of the fourth round. One minute, 58 seconds of the fourth round. Daniel Dubois takes out the WBA regular Trevor Bryan. Get out of the way of the camera. Dubois Sr.
Now that can make them, massive fights in the future. I'm just so grateful for this book. I gotta thank God and everyone that's, helped me on this journey.
I would ask you, Shane, I know Shane McGuigan is trainer. Shane, now that Daniel's the champion, I would ask you and Daniel, is there anybody in particular that you want to fight? Any particular contender?
Is there anybody particular you want to fight? We'd like to go after somebody in the UK, someone like Dillian White. It's only right for him to have these massive fights, say Shane McGuigan, the trainer of Daniel Dubois. Bring them all on, I'm ready. Thanks to Don King, thank everybody. This is Ray Boom Boom Mancini, I just realized, commentating. I just realized it's little Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Rafi used to catch some of his fights when Rafi was knee-high to a grasshopper. Just recognizing. He had some boom boom in them hands.
I've heard about the progression. We always heard about the power. The fact that he was a big favorite tonight, did that surprise you? Not really, because he's been in there a good
Daniel apparently was a big favorite tonight. Fish Eyes Jr. up in the building.
Daniel, was it surprising that you were such a big favorite coming into this fight? You were the favorite tonight, you know that.
Well, yeah, my mind wasn't right. No disrespect to anyone, but Trevor had to go. That's it.
No disrespect to anyone, says Dubois, but Trevor's O had to go. Somebody needs to help Boom Boom Mancini. Some of the brain cells are missing. MIA. He was a hell of a fighter, though. Hell of an entertaining fighter. Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Shout out to the Boom Boom. And but more importantly, shout out to the Daniel Dubois who went over there to Florida, USA, and took care of business quicker than I expected. And Trevor Bryan is still sitting down. Those knock knees didn't help him. The extra girth didn't help him. The extra fat didn't help him. Don't look like an athlete to me. When you've only had 2 fights in 4 years, what do you expect? What kind What kind of management is that?
From Miami, right in the mix with all the.
What kind of management is that? 2 fights in 4 years.
Did he do it in the proper fashion? Maybe.
Brian's O had to go. Yo, the sound's all messed up on the TV. Come on now. Get your sound volumes, get the balance right. At least I had somebody in here. At least Kung had the decency to tell me that there was no sound. And I rectified that shizzle within seconds. But BT, they got a whole cast of characters. They got a whole technical team, and they're still struggling. Come on now. Get it right. Get the balance right.
Is to get the job done when the bell rings. And he's done that tonight, hasn't he, Anthony?
Of course, it was a very surreal atmosphere. It's very old school about it, as I said. But all in all,
About 5 hours from the fight in Florida. Good man, Charlie Miller, up in the building. D Benders, #1. What's up, Raphael? I'm good, my friend. I'm good. Done lost today. Yeah, he's been holding on to Bryan for so long. He's been holding on to Bryan and protecting Bryan's O. But, Bryan's O had to go. And he went in the 4th round. And Bryan, he did a lot of yapping, but he didn't do a lot of clapping. A lot of yapping, but no clapping. You gotta put them gloves, you gotta put them fists on, you gotta put them hands on that man. You gotta put the hands, you gotta use them hands. Get them paws. Get them paws.
But the kind of fight that she mentioned then, and then himself, the Dillian White, they're the kind of fight we want to see him in now.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. The link is in the chat for those who wish to partake. You know, the Raphael ain't staying too long up in this bizzle. Look at that shot. Hold on a second. Let me see the replay. I don't think I've seen the shot properly yet. Come on, give me the replay. ERF Boxing up in the building. ERF.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. Okay. I was just.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, Rafi. How are you doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Come on, talk to me.
Oh, well, he lasted 3 more rounds than I thought he would.
Oh, okay. You had him going early.
Trevor Bryan, just even the walk to the ring, as soon as he got in the ring, I was like, you know what it reminded me of? It was shades of Charles Martin versus Joshua. The shorts was too tight. The outfit was too tight.
Everything looked too tight.
Everything just looked too tight, and I was just like, you know what? I knew Daniel would win this fight anyway. No, there was no way he was losing this fight.
Yeah.
But Bryan was slippery for the first 2-3 rounds. Because Dubois was actually catching him, but not fully. It was glancing.
Yeah.
Bryan was slipping quite well, just enough. It was catching him, but not flush enough for what he needed. But it was only a matter of time. And Daniel did what he was supposed to do. The aesthetic of that event was absolutely atrocious. I have been to a boxing event at Gould Leisure Centre that's looked better than that.
I know, it's terrible. Aesthetically, it was terrible.
Oh, it was shocking.
I don't like the yellow. I don't like the yellow ropes either.
I don't. Well, they did it for Ukraine. Well, Don had to do something. He always comes up.
It's blue and yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. He did it for Ukraine. Did you not hear what he called it? He called it the peace fight or something like that. He called it some
foolishness like that.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That was. Well. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Well done to Daniel Dubois. It's good for him that he's bounced back from that Joe Joyce loss. He's not been in there with anyone to see if it's affected him yet, but he's come back quite well, and I'm happy he's come back like he has.
I'm happy he's come back like he was, and you're right. Before I go to the Iron Kong, you're right about the eye. He's had time now to heal. He's had fights, and you know, so all that time. Plus, he's still young. What is he? 24.
Yeah, 24.
Still, his healing capabilities are still good. So you know, the fights that he has, it hasn't really taxed the previous area. So it would seem. Is that Ortiz? Cuban
Also,
guy standing there.
Rafi,
Is that the Cuban guy standing ringside, Ortiz, who's just left Canelo camp? It is. He's standing there. I can see him.
no, is that not Frankie Sanchez? You mean?
Oh yeah, Sanchez. That's this Cuban, the Cuban heavyweight, Sanchez.
Cuban, yeah.
He's tall.
Yeah. Also with Dubois, he doesn't look like it's affected him in how he's fighting. He's still fighting the same sort of way. He's coming forward. He doesn't seem scared to take a shot. Not that he's in there with anyone that's going to deliver anything that may hurt him, but he's still in there with big heavyweights. So I like how he's bounced back. For once, I think Queensberry has guided him in the right way after a loss, to be honest with you.
Guided him well after a loss.
Yeah, I mean, the fight in America and that Jake Paul thing, it was just to get back out there. I think this is his third fight with Shane McGuigan.
For real.
And yeah, to get him a WBA regular title, it's good. Now it's now he's in the conversations with Joe Joyce's again, Joseph Parker, who's just signed to Boxer. So from now on, he's going to have fights with people with names. He has to have fights with people with names now.
For real. And I'm just looking at this barrage. Oh, no, that wasn't the barrage. That was a barrage in round 3. It was a left hook. It was a left hook that had Bryan rocking back to the ropes. Left. That's a right uppercut. I see a left hook. It was a left hook to the jaw. It was a left hook to the jaw that said night to Bryan.
I don't know if he was.
The Iron Kong is up in the building. The Iron Kong, it was a left hook to the jaw of Trevor Bryan.
What a fight. I mean, I call inside 5, and inside 5 it was. Congratulations to Daniel Dubois. I don't know if he's been, I guess he's been guided properly because these are tune-up fights. He had this awful fight in the Jake Paul card, and then this fight. It's just who he's going to fight next. But we know Frank Warren is quite capable of convincing his fighters to sit out for a year and wait for a title shot and not fight good opponents because he doesn't want to risk them, i.e. Anthony Yard, who's doing nothing, waiting to fight the winner of Better Be versus Joe Smith.
And he'll get stopped
Daniel
in that
Dubois.
fight.
Huh?
Say that again?
I was just saying, and he'll get stopped in that fight.
Right. So
he'll get stopped.
Right. I hear you. I agree. Yeah, I think it'll do Dubois no good to go with the Frank Warren plan of sitting out for a year, waiting for the Anthony Joshua Usyk Tyson Fury fiasco to die down. So we'll see what he does after this. Trevor Bryan, bro. He didn't look that fat on the scales.
No.
Did he rehydrate? Why are you rehydrating?
I think he steamed. He must have steamed just for cosmetic reasons. Must have gone in the steam room for cosmetic reasons. Maybe just, look a little bit less flabby, sweat out some of the water. Or maybe it's just the tight shorts. Maybe it's just the tight shorts. He put on them shorts and he made everything, kind of overspill.
That's true. You gave him the muffin top and
Muffin top.
just looked terrible. I mean, muffin top with knot knees, tight pants. Come on, bro. Yeah, that's never a good
Those
thing, man.
broad legs.
I think he should have kept. I think he should have kept those sanitary products for himself.
Oh God, he looked like he was clenching with how those knees were.
Tights too short, too tight, tight up like Charles Martin, who came in the leather shorts. I don't know why all these men feel like they're Sylvester.
Raphael, I'm not even kidding. As soon as I seen him when he was walking to the ring, straight away, I just thought he looks like Charles Martin. Just how his shorts was. I just thought this guy literally way too. Why are your shorts so tight?
Why the hell is the shorts so
You're
tight?
a heavyweight champion. Surely you can get these shorts made to fit
custom
properly.
made. And they could have been baggy. They could have been nice and baggy, and it wouldn't have been a problem. Better baggy than short and tight up. Not that it made any difference, but aesthetically, the whole thing was a mess. But I was
the whole show was
aesthetically from the point of view of the aesthetics. It wasn't pleasing to the eye. The Ukraine colors, it wasn't pleasing to the eye. Good luck to him and all that shiznix. I think it's time for me to sit down now.
I just saw a quote from Carl Frampton. He said, the promotion is like if Monty Python tried to promote a boxing match.
Yeah, he did. He did. They said something about the casino, and he said, I've seen better casinos in Blackpool.
Blackpool, for those who don't know.
Props to Frampton though, because
Blackpool for those who don't know is a resort. Is a kind of resorts town.
I wouldn't quite say resort.
That we used to go to when we were kids. Now it's kind of run down for 9 months of the year. You get to know the backstory. It's quite grubby, unfortunately. It's one of them towns that they only get business for like about 3 months of the year. People go there. But the surrounding areas, the back streets and whatnot, it's become quite grubby. So that's something that we never really realized when we were kids. But it's very apparent now that we're adults, and they're saying that they've seen better casino in those old rundown towns like Blackpool, like Skegness, that we used to go to. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Blackpool sounds like a place where a villain comes, like a comic book villain comes from the castle of Blackpool. Like, I would not visit nowhere near Blackpool.
I can see that.
So that's real talk. Like, I imagine one down grubby place with like small alleys, coal soot on the ground. Blackpool. Yeah, real talk.
The seaside as well. It's the seaside, so it's right on the edge.
Is it?
So it's cold
seaside.
As well.
It's cold as well.
It's like a bleak, like a Peaky Blinders type place.
Well, it's bleak to us now. You know, as children, when we were going there for holidays, riding the donkey, they got donkeys on the beach. They got the fun fair. To us, then it was just Blackpool was like Vegas to us as kids. But
really?
when you grow up, and you look at it and you go, oh.
Now I tell you what. Now it's a place where people go on the stag do and hen do's who can't afford Vegas, or can't afford to go abroad.
Yeah,
people go there. So fancy dress and all that. That's what that place is for.
Yeah, man. That's what it's like. That's what it's like these days. But you know what? Carry on, Eric.
No, well, I was just about to say, compared to what I've just watched, Blackpool seems quite nice right now.
Yeah. Yes.
That was just shocking.
Yes. The production. It's funny how a man like Don King, who used to run the boxing world, it's funny how. That's it. I was gonna say it's funny how he's lost the eye for the aesthetics. But I guess he's still got an eye. It's just his eye is like 1970s. Or
Carl Frampton did say, they said it seemed like an 80s feel, how it was, and it basically that projects exactly what Don would do. But I also wouldn't be surprised when we was talking about Daniel Dubois. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up on Boxer, soon.
I wouldn't
be surprised if he leaves Frank and goes to Boxer, because his sister's with Boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Boxer's just signed Joseph Parker.
They've just signed Joseph Parker. So it wouldn't surprise me if Daniel Dubois actually goes over to Boxer soon. Because I can't see what Frank Warren can offer him on that side. All the names heavyweights are either with DAZN and Matchroom or with Boxer and Sky Sports. Frank might be in it. Well, Frank might be in a little bit of a pickle. Might be in a little. Who's Frank got? Frank's got Tyson Fury.
He's got
and he's got Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce, but Joe Joyce, I don't even know if Joe Joyce is fully. I think Joe Joyce is S-Jam fighter. I think he might be fight by fight with Frank. I don't think he's got a full contract with him.
I think he's contracted with him.
When Dubois was fighting Joe Joyce.
Hold on. Frank's got.
Yeah, I don't know how.
So Frank's got Dubois. He's got Joyce, and Tyson Fury. So he's still got a few. He's still got a couple. Still got a couple man under his roster. Dubois, Joe Joyce, Tyson Fury. So I still got a few. What's in the count? What's here? Only one angle of the shot. Yeah, it's kind of shocking. Don King didn't want to shell out for another camera. It's funny, man. It's funny. But hey, I'm still glad that Don is still doing something in the game at the age of 91 in August. OMG. The barbecue deck chairs. Subscribe, like, and share, says Lisa Bells. You know what? She's right. She's right,
You know who Trevor Bryan reminded me of? I don't know if any of y'all ever played Mike Tyson Punch-Out.
I never did.
Okay. There was a character called King Hip Hop.
Trevor Bryan. I've seen that.
Right.
I've seen. I know you're talking about. I've seen captions of that. Yeah.
Like if King Hippo went on like an intermittent fast, lost a couple pounds, but he's still fat. So he kind of like King Hippo in a way. He looked weird. Like I'm like, why are you coming so fat? You didn't look so fat in the weigh-ins. Like you didn't have to rehydrate. You're heavyweight. Why are you rehydrating? Like, I mean, it does look bad. Like okay, and it's not even like his weight because fat guys can fight.
Yeah,
but he didn't even look like he could fight. Knock knees, kind of just rubbing on each other, hands hitching up in his crutch. What are you? Oh man,
what's going on, man? What's going on? How come it's a Charles Martin Shorts thing all over again? What the hell's going? I hope he doesn't come out and say, "Hey, my shorts were too tight."
Yeah,
my shorts were too tight. He's talking a lot. He's talking a hell of a breeze because I follow him on Instagram. He was talking a hell of a lot of breeze. But when it comes down to it, I was waiting for him to explode because I thought, you've come this far. You've held up that WBA belt. Well, first of all, Manuel Chan held it up for a couple of years. Now you've held it up for a couple of years. It's like you're taking turns in holding up that WBA regular. Now it's been wrestled, actually battered by a left hook. Now you've been hit by a left hook to the head from Dubois, Triple D, Dynamite, and now it's gone. Now it's gone. So at least that's cleared up now. Now the WBA, it's been wrestled away from those hangers-on, those who are hanging on to it. Mahmoud Cha, whatever he's calling himself this week, and Trevor what do you call him? The Dream, Trevor the Dream.
That's right.
Trevor the Dream. It's been wrestled away from him. So now, things move on. Things move on. No more little grubby Blackpool-looking casino places. We're gonna have some proper promotions now. Proper promotions. I hate to disparage Don King's choice of location, but come on now, Don. I mean, I admire you. I admire what you did for the game. I don't admire those fighters that you ripped off, and apparently there were many. But I do admire the fact that you have brought us some of the most scintillating fights in boxing history. And I kind of admire the fact that you're still going. But to be honest, Don, the world moves on. You're still a rich man. You still got your life. You still got your health. Still got your grandkids. I wish you well, but we move on now. We've got away from this ridiculous WBA regular situation, and we're moving forward, and it's going to be interesting. Daniel Dubois finds himself in a tricky spot now, in a tricky situation, because now what does he do now? He's going to have to fight. He's going to have to keep on building until he gets his shot. So is that a tricky situation? I don't know. It doesn't have to be a tricky situation. You can use this time now. You've got yourself, Daniel Dubois put himself in a good situation, and now he can build on it. He can build on it. Get some good sparring. Well, he's already getting good sparring, but he's got a year or two before he actually steps in the ring against a champion via his WBA mandatory position, so he can build on it. Build. It's awkward, might be awkward, or it might not be awkward. Who didn't see this one coming? Trevor looks like he learned how to box by being beat up and never winning a fight. Well, he's never really lost a professional fight. But I hear what you're saying. Yes. That was Tony's review, sorry. And this is Dr. Paul. Yeah, man, everything's good over here, my friend. Everything's good over here. What's going on here? AOBZ up in the building. Don King brought us another sold-out event tonight. Was it sold out? I don't know. I wasn't looking. Maybe you're joking.
He's joking.
He's joking. I thought so.
Like, oh man, what's his name? Ariel Helwani shared a picture of the crowd, bro. Wow. That thing was completely empty.
Wow.
There was a few people on the side with the Miami highlight. That area is where they played sport highlight. You know what highlight is?
No.
Okay, so highlight is like it's kind of a game where you have like this large cup on one of your hands and you throw a ball at a wall.
Okay.
And you and another guy. It's like a long curved cup type of thing.
Okay.
Used to be really popular at one time, but that, it's.
I can visualize it. It's like a bit like handball, but you're playing the cup. Yeah. I can visualize it. I can visualize that.
So where they played Miami highlight, and it's like it was empty, Rafi.
Wow.
And I don't know. I just hope Dubois demands more fights because I would like to see him develop more. But somebody like Joe Joyce, I know ERF mentioned it, so let me just say, Joseph Parker signs with Sky, which is whatever, because Joseph Parker is the whatever guy. Nobody really cares about Joseph Parker like that, unless he's paired with somebody who you care about. Mm-hmm. Like if he's paired with Dillian White, you care about the fight because Dillian White's involved.
Yeah.
If he's paired with Joe Joyce, you care about the fight because Joe Joyce is involved.
That's true.
If he plays with Derek Chisora, you care about the fight because Derek Chisora is involved. But if Joseph Parker is the main guy, no one cares.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
no one cares. If it's Joseph Parker, the A side against somebody, no one cares.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. So is he running away from Joyce because he's gone over to Sky now?
Joseph Parker and his team are really shady people. Really shady people.
They move different.
Had some kind of lie they make up about, we can't fight Joe Joyce because Andy Lee having a baby.
Yeah.
It's like, what Andy Lee picked me got to do with you and you boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then they were calling out Dillian White for a fight.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, no, we see you. So, now you're sending with Sky Sports Boxer to fight who? I guess Fraser Clark. I mean, Fraser Clark needs somebody to fight. He's like almost, 31 years old now?
Jeez.
So, I don't know what Joseph Clark are going to, maybe Dillian White goes to Sky and does some work there.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
What if they offered Tyson Fury?
Oh, remember Joseph Parker said he would never fight Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is his brother. My brother.
He's my brother, He's like my brother. Since we've been training together, it's like I don't know. It's a bond. It's a bond. It's a friendship bond. It's more than a friendship. I think our friendship has gone beyond the point of a friendship. It's more like a brotherhood now. And,
big facts.
And I would never fight my brother.
Big facts. That's a serviceable New Zealand accent, Rafi. Good job.
Well, it's Samoan as well. Don't forget my Samoan heritage.
Your Samoan. Is he Samoan? No, he's Maori, no? Or is he Samoan?
He's Samoan.
Anyway,
He's Samoan.
Samoan. Yeah.
His family come from Samoa. My family come from Samoa, and we just moved over to New Zealand as because they took so much from us. We thought we might as well get something back.
Congratulations, Rafi. Well done. Well, I'm just saying, I'm hoping this all shakes out. There's some good fights to be made, but I don't know what Dubois is going to do from here, my brother, because I don't advise him.
To the east, my brother, to the east. To the east, my brother, to the east. You gotta go over to America and crack some skulls. Crack some skulls in America. If there's anybody out there want the skull crack, just contact Daniel Dubois. He cracks some skulls while he waits for his chance. He's got to get some work over there. Get some work up. Mind you, he's with what's his name? He's with Shane. Shane knows what he's doing. Shane knows.
I'll take a
Say that again.
FA Jagba ain't fought since Frank Sanchez knocked him out. So
that's a good fight.
I mean, Frank and Bob seem to have a good relationship, even though Bob tried to throw Frank under the bus with the Keenahan stuff.
Yeah,
Bob's an awful guy. But congratulations to Daniel Dubois. It ain't much to say. The sad thing is, it ain't much to say about the fight. We have a lot to say about the promotion because that was awful.
Awful. I still think that
never put that on the screen again. Never.
What did you just say?
I would never disgrace my screen with that again. I wouldn't want to fight again. Never. That thing was terrible, Rafi.
How did you watch this fight? Dodgy
stream. But why was it on so early? Like, I don't understand. Because I heard the guys say, stick around. There's a few more fights after this. I'm like, isn't this a main event?
You know what? I think Don King actually did the UK a solid. I think Don King did the UK a solid. He put the fight on earlier because it was quarter to midnight, 15 minutes to midnight when the thing actually started. The fight actually started 10 minutes to midnight. Call it midnight. Midnight in the UK is like what, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And it's like about what, 4 or 5 p.m. East, West, on the West. So it was like a daytime, is an evening fight in the US, and it was prior to midnight over here. So it's great for us. It was great for us because we didn't have to wait till 3 or 4 in the morning like Munguia's fighting. I'm not going to be staying up for that. That's going to be like, what is it? He's going to ring walk about 3 or 4 p.m. This is a bigger fight over here to us, and we're getting it at midnight, which is beautiful, as opposed to 4 or 5 p.m., which is normal from the USA. So it's a blessing to us. Absolute blessing. So that's the reason I think that Don King had it. Because listen, Trevor Bryan ain't no draw. Trevor Bryan ain't no draw in America. Daniel Dubois is a draw in the UK. So Don King, as old as he might be, at least he was sensible in that regard. So we got to give him some credit for that. What's going on? What's going on in the chat? Dubois should do Wembley next. Yeah, It would be cool. The question is, against who? That's the question. Let's have a look.
Hey, have them pay-per-view figures come out yet?
No.
Tyson Fury versus Dillian White?
No.
No? Damn.
No. Madness. Oh yeah, hold on. Have they? Didn't I see some madness? Oh, for America it's come out and it was like about 40,000 views. I saw that with my own two eyes. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Should do a video on that. But the UK numbers, nada. What am I doing? What am I looking for? It was a crazy day for me. Let me share a little bit of my day with y'all. Crazy day for me. I got up early, got everything, well, early-ish. It was a beautiful sunny day today. The sun was out almost all day. Beautiful, like a beautiful summer's day. Rafi got whatever he needed to get done. So I got all my chores done out of the way. And then I came back. I had a hearty meal, an evening meal. And then everything was set. Everything was set for me to have a nice rest, 2-hour rest, say between the hours of 9 and 11. And then we go live at 11:30 or something like that. And then during those hours, I thought, let me just check. Because I wasn't sure I was going to do the thing. But then I made a video this morning. People were saying, go live tonight. Raphael said, okay, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button while we're at it. And I said, okay. So I got everything planned and I had the window. I had my sleep window, the window where I could just rest, close my eyes and sleep and then wake up in time for the stream. And then guess what happened? I thought, let me just do my due diligence here, because I remembered. No, that wasn't a factor. But anyway, so I'd had Jeeves, my butler, up on the roof to make sure that the aerial was pointing in the right direction to pick up the stream, if you know what I mean. And so I just checked on the TV, you know what I mean? So I just checked the TV, checked on the place where, the channel where I would be watching this thing a couple of hours prior. And it was coming up. What did he say? What was the message that was coming back to me? No service. So I said, what the hell is this? How the hell am I getting a no service? No service kind of motif statement on the TV. And so I thought about it and I rang Jeeves. It was his weekend off. So I rang Jeeves. I said, Jeeves, yo, this thing's saying no service. And then I thought about it and I thought, hold on. I just had a new internet provider. I've switched from my other one because it was more than I wanted to pay. It was competitively priced, but everything's gone up. I've had it for 2 years and everything's gone up with the pandemic and all the oil prices, this, that, the other, petrol prices, diesel, everything's gone up. So I thought, no, I don't want to pay that much. I want the same service for less. That was my target. I want the same service for less money. That was my target. So I looked at the stream, the speed of my connection, my internet connection is very, very high speed, fiber optic. And then I searched around, did a comparison site, went to a comparison site. I saw a name that I know, a different provider name that I know. I said, yeah, those are competent. Looked at the speed of the streams. And I says, yeah, that's competitive. It's pretty much damn near the same damn thing. And it's like about what? 20% cheaper, 25% cheaper, 25% cheaper. And they got a good deal with the landline. I never use the landline anymore. Who the hell uses their landline? Not in the UK. So I thought, yeah, I'm going with these new people. It's cheaper, 25% cheaper. It's easier to stay with the old people. You haven't got to make any calls. You haven't got to do any this or that. That's why people stay with the old and lose money. I said, no, I'm going to go through the inconvenience, what little inconvenience it is, because there ain't much, hardly any. And I'm going to switch to these new people. Did my calculations over 2 years. I'm saving this amount of money. Yes. And I went ahead with it. And I remembered, because I've got a new internet provider, that's probably the problem. Damn it. So all of a sudden, that sleep time now was now research time, because this new company, they got this safe search internet thing. safe search. It's inbuilt. If you got any youngsters around, you know, they can't watch this and that, it's a beautiful thing. But there ain't no little rugrats around here. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no rugrats around here, so I don't need that safe search. And he took me, you got to start researching it. You got to research this, research that. Then, oh, it's this, that's that. Then I've got to research how do I actually get it up because the customer services, they were closed. And all of a sudden, Rafi's rest time evaporated. Fortunately enough, there was a risk that I wasn't going to be able to go live if I didn't find out exactly what I needed to do, which buttons I needed to press to get rid of the damn safe search thing, which I never asked for in the first place. They just put it on. But fortunately, the Rafi was stout and diligent in his determination. And after some time, I found the magic button, pressed it, and it said safe search is no longer on. And that's the story of how Rafi's downtime got evaporated trying to get this live up for the people. The things you do, the things we do for the people, I ain't come.
Hey, yo. That's what y'all put Rafi through. I mean, all this harassment just to watch Don King 1980s He-Man and She-Ra ring. You know what I'm saying? Gem and the Misfits ring.
That's what I had to go through. It's like the Lord of the Rings, damn it.
Yeah,
like the Lord of the Rings. Downtime evaporated.
At least Trevor Bryan could be used as some kind of like a gatekeeper type guy, like a guy you put your prospects in with. Like he'll be good as a Fraser Clark opponent.
What if okay, now you mentioned that. I'll say this. The smartest thing that Trevor Bryan could do right now is sign with Eddie Hearn if it's possible. Because Eddie Hearn will put him in there with everybody as a gatekeeper. And he'll probably make more money with Eddie Hearn over the next 2 years than he's made in the whole of his damn career.
Babbitt.
All of them, man.
Maybe his first heavyweight fight coming up.
Hey, he'd have Trevor Bryan's had what 2 fights in 4 years, something like that, 3.5 years. He'd be getting 2-3 fights a year. Probably be good for him. Cut off that excess body flab, and get fighting because now it's over for him. So he's got to think about his next move, and his next move is his gatekeeper. He's got to go with the guy who's the best, who can provide work for gatekeepers, and that's none other than Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Dubois took him out in 4 though. That's earlier than I expected. I thought he'd be a bit more durable than that. But hey, let's see Trevor Bryan over here as a gatekeeper. I don't mind. What's this now? He has that title.
McGuigan says they want Dillian White next.
Who said that?
Shane McGuigan.
McGuigan says they want Dillian. No, Dillian White ain't going to take that fight. That's a downward step. That's just a regular belt. Having said that, that could lead to a WBA shot. Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense in a way. That kind of makes sense now I think about it.
Hey, Frank Warren said, I mean, he would have put Daniel in there before he lost to Joe Joyce with Dillian White. So Frank Warren backs Daniel long time to beat Dillian White. So it's not like this. They've been saying since Dillian White got stopped, Frank said he would have put him in there with Dillian White way back then. So
that's a damn good point. He has that title, means he should be fighting top 10 fighters. So hopefully his team isn't scared to put him in with them. That's interesting. What's going on here? Wells got another champ. Go Joe. You talking about Joe Cordina? I imagine you're talking about Joe Cordina. Congratulations to Wales, indeed. Lisa went a game last night v Belgium 1-1. All right. Oh, you're talking about soccer, football. Call it football. Okay. Talking about football as well. Okay, cool. That's good. Dubois needs to loosen up. Too stiff. I think he's loosening up. I think he's loosening up a little bit. Needs some more loosening up to do. I agreed. Reminds me of Bruno. I think he's way looser than Bruno. Well, maybe that's just me. I don't know. You tell me. No, it's 5 a.m. East. 5 a.m. East. 5 a.m. East. It can't be the a.m. It's the p.m. It's the p.m. now. So it'll be 5 p.m. It's 7. It's around 7 a.m. on the East. No, it's 7 p.m. It's 7 p.m. on the East when the fight started. And it was 4 or 5. Yeah, about 4 p.m. on the West. It's p.m. now, bro. It's p.m. They ain't showing the fight at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Maybe that person lives in like Japan or something.
No, he lives in Wales. He lives in Wales.
Wales, Japan, same place.
Lives in Wales.
So maybe Wales has its own sun too. Its own.
Well, it's the THC. It's the THC content of the green grass.
Ah, I see.
Actually, now just remember. Do you know Tom Jones? Icon. Do you know Tom Jones?
Singer?
The singer.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yes.
He's a Welshman. So I get the connection now.
Tom Jones.
Yeah, Tom Jones is a Welshman. So I get the connect. He used to be a miner. Came from the valleys, mining. So I get a connection now because Tom Jones, one of Tom Jones' most popular songs is, I don't know if you remember this. It's good to touch the green grass of home. I get the connection now. Wasn't like that in Cardiff? I don't know. What do you mean? I don't know. I like that fight. What fight? Yes. Leon Figures up in the building. Ben Odom up in the building. Good to see you, Ben. I ain't seen you around these neck of the woods in a while. Gonna give people a chance to respond to all of that stuff, because I ain't been in the chat for a while, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. But what we saying? Yeah, Dubois won, clipped Bryan in the head with a left hook, and that's all she wrote. Bryan went sprawling, fell down on his front, tried to get up. His knock knees failed him. Feet don't fail me now. Knock knees failed him. Sprawled again. And that's all she wrote. It was all over. It's over. Yeah. Damn good night's work. 4th round. 1 minute 58 seconds in the 4th round. KO. By left hook to the jaw. I don't know why nobody talking in the chat, because if you don't talk in the chat, that's a wrap.
Yeah, man.
I was just giving you a few topics that you could talk about, but you're gone stone. You're gone stone cold quiet. Why are you in shock? Y'all in shock eating your cornettos. What's going on? I ain't calm.
Bro, so I don't know. Like, I'm still kind of stuck on this Joseph Parker signing.
Yeah,
because
Joseph Parker. For those people who don't know, let's be clear and let's state it clearly. Joseph Parker has now signed with a boxer, Ben Shalom, And that's basically, and of course, they've got an exclusive contract with Sky. So Joseph Parker now is a Sky boxer, stroke Sky fighter.
It's kind of odd because I would have thought maybe they would have tried to work out something with Eddie. Maybe not long term, but try to, because since Eddie's going to be launching in Australia, the zone Australia.
Yeah.
Try to get some fights closer to home, but it really seems like he's not trying to go nowhere near that area.
You don't want to go there. He jumped on a plane, took his whole family, and got the hell out to Dodge. You know, he's got some issues down there. He was connected. He was connected with the drugs ring. The rest of the guys went down in the cellar, and Joseph Parker hopped on a plane, took his family, and as far as I'm aware, he ain't been back since.
He ain't been back. He ain't been back on them paths. But it's just, okay, so you signed Joseph Parker. A lot of people are speculating that Anthony Joshua is leaving Sky. No announcement, but the way Eddie's been acting is the same way he was acting when he was going to leave Sky for the zone. Kind of, you know, no decision has been made and blah, blah, blah. But the story got out anyway. No, nobody has made a decision yet. But Anthony Joshua leaves Sky and you sign Joseph Parker. But it's like, Joseph Parker is not, I don't know what he does at Sky, because Sky has taken on the position that they're not really covering any other fights right now. They're not working with nobody else. Started trying to close rank. And it's like, okay, you're closing rank with Joseph Parker over there. Is Joseph Parker going to fight some top rank guys? A Frankie Sanchez? I don't know. I mean, what does his contract say? I mean, can he fight other people? Does he have leeway to make fights elsewhere? Because in my opinion, the Joe Joyce fight was the fight to make. Because you dropped the Hrgovic fight for the IBF mandatory.
Right.
Now you're talking the Joe Joyce fight, which would have been for the WBO mandatory. I mean, I'll just have to wait and see, because I don't see Sky have nothing to offer this guy. So you duck the Matchroom offer, you duck the Queensberry offer, and then what? That's big money for nothing.
Money for what is it again? What is it? That lyric that's been going through my head this week, believe it or not, not just because you just said that.
Is that £100?
That is £100 sterling.
We need the can back.
You know, ever since our main benefactor left, I've been noticing that the chat has been threadbare when it comes to super chats. Of course, we have honorable members like the Lisa Bales, who's a regular contributor. Of course, we have Tone, who chips in. You know, every now and then he'll chip in. But recently, since we lost our main benefactor through differences of opinion that were more political than boxing, noticed that the thread has been the chat has been rather embarrassingly threadbare when it comes into the super chats, when it comes through to the appreciation contributions. Of course, we got our Lisa Bales, we have our Tones of the world, but few and far between since we lost our main benefactor. I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if someone would just come in and just slap down some money on the table, just to say, hey, Raph, we appreciate you, we appreciate what you do, and we appreciate this place, this space on the interwebs for us to come and talk boxing regardless of opinion. And so for me to see Ben Oldham come through and just splash some cash on the table, it warms the cockles of my heart. And so I have to say, Ben, I've been waiting for this moment when I see a super chat in red, and my good man, what I can say is thank you, because it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful up there on the screen. What say you? Don't you think so, Iron Kong? Don't you think it looks good? It
looks beautiful. I wish I could do super chats. The last one tried to do a super chat. The goddamn bank called me So there was a shit on my card and blocked my card. I was like, what? I was like,
you got a good bank. They won't even let you spend money. You got a good bank. They won't even let you spend your money. Dang.
Oh, there's suspicious activity on your card. I'm like, on my card?
That's a good bank.
I was like, okay. And that was from trying to send it was a super chat, and I was trying to do Cash App, and it went bad.
That's a good
bank. I was like, oh, all right, sorry.
That's a good bank. That's a good bank.
The bank embarrassed me, bro.
Where do you see Dubois in 2 years under McGuigan's wing? Under McGuigan? I think Dubois is one of them cats. I can't even say he was rushed, although he was slightly in the professional ranks, but he did have a good amateur career. He dipped out before the Olympics. I think that's a bad thing. As a young man, you're in position to go to the Olympics. Go to the Olympics. I'm not saying that he qualified, but I'm saying you're a young man in position to go to the Olympics. Go to the damn Olympics. Even if you pick up a bronze, it don't matter. Go to the Olympics. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Every young man has dreamt at some point that they were in the Olympics and they were on the podium and they bent down and a beautiful woman kissed them on the cheek. Every young man has thought that at some point or other. I know I have or had in the past. So I don't think you should ever skip the Olympics to turn pro. Forget that. But he did. And some people say it was rushed a little bit. I can understand that because Joe Joyce was just deep. Joe Joyce did go to the Olympics. He got a silver. Tony Yoka got the gold. But, they're talking about suspicious activities like Khan was talking about suspicious activities. Well, they've found suspicious activities in the judging in the Olympics that might actually kick boxing out of the Olympics for good. And one of those decisions was Joe Joyce getting a silver instead of a gold. And that's under review. So Joe Joyce may yet get a gold. It's under review. So while we're talking about the Olympics, yeah, Dubois didn't stick around for that. He went pro. I say stick around for the damn Olympics. But anyway, where's he going to be in 2 years under McGuigan? I think if they move him correctly, if they move him cleverly, he's got a chance. He's got a chance of being champ. In the next 12 months, I don't know about that. 2 years' time, if they move him cleverly, yes, I do believe that moved correctly, moved intelligently, Daniel Dubois could have his hands raised in the future. He's only 24. He's got a good few years yet. Still got some techniques to work on. He's still got some fluidity to work on. But he also still has power. If he can learn his craft, if he can continue to learn his craft and work diligently, a bit less stiff, then, hey, it's possible. It's possible. I don't know. Iron Kong may disagree with me. Iron Kong, what say you?
Let me say once again, thank you, Ben Odom, for bigging up Rafi like that. He really deserves it. But what I would say about Daniel Dubois next 2 years, it depends on the fights that he gets. Again, I said earlier, I hope Frank Warren does not do him like Anthony Yarde, where he makes him sit out for a year waiting. It would do him no good at all. Depends on the fight he gets.
That'll be a disservice.
It'll be a disservice, right? You gotta get this man back out there in the next 3 months, 4 months. He didn't take any damage in this fight. Gotta get him back out there. But it's just the fights he's going to get, right? He has a regular belt now, so you need to get him walking and get him going, building his profile some more in the UK, make him a draw. Again, Daniel Dubois is the next generation coming up. And, people like Fury and AJ and these guys are going to be gone within 3 to 4 years, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be gone out the game. Dillian White are gonna be gone. So you got to start walking him now, making him fight often. I would hope Daniel understands to move his head. I would think Joe Joyce taught him that lesson because Trevor Bryan was catching him with some jabs. Even though it's a boxing match, you're gonna get caught. But just catching him because he just wasn't moving his head at all. His head is just on the line. And it just depends on the fights that they allow him to take and how he learns and listens to McGuigan. McGuigan's a good trainer, but again, it's just about the fights that Frank Warren lines up for Daniel Dubois and how often he's fighting. I should be seeing Dubois out again in the next few months. If not, it's a disservice. He should fight at least maybe, if possible, twice more this year.
I agree. 3 times a year, regardless of the fact that he's a mandatory, shouldn't sit down, rest on his laurels. He should not do that. He needs to stay active. He needs to be on 3 fights a year, still learning his craft. I hope they don't. But what I will say is that he's got 3 clever people in his corner. Talking about Daniel Dubois, he's got his father, who is a boxing historian, certainly a heavyweight boxing historian. He's got Shane McGuigan, who is his trainer, and he's got Barry McGuigan, ex-champion boxer himself, father of Shane, and he's been around in the game for a long time, and he's a little bit of an advisor, and apparently he has a good relationship with the Dubois' father. And so I think those 3 people are intelligent boxing people. And so I don't think it's a case of where Frank Warren is going to say, okay, lads, this is how it's going to be. I don't think it's like that. I think it's more of Frank has to deal with it more as a partnership. That's my perception. That is my perception. I haven't got a bug in Frank's office. I'm talking about my perception, my belief, and it is my hypothesis. It's my hypothesis. That's the way it works over there. That's intelligent. It's intelligent. We know that the father of Dubois is hands-on when it comes to the opinions of how Daniel should be moved. And I think he's in good hands. I think Daniel Dubois is in good hands, and I think they know to move him intelligently. I did see him get caught with jabs, but I also saw him being aware when in the second round, when Bryan started to throw them jabs. I also saw, he's trying to implement the Joe Joyce plan, which they must have thought possible and likely. And so I started to see him being a little bit more clever. Obviously, I'm going to have to watch the fight again to look at how he was handling the jabs. But I think he's in very, very good hands as far as his father, Shane McGuigan, and Barry McGuigan, as far as that side of things. Yes, Frank will likely want him to sit down and wait, but it's the exact opposite of what he should be doing. Hopefully they're aware of that and they will act accordingly. Alias TT up in the building. How do you do? Good to see you back up in the building. Okay. So what we saying, Kong? I mean, I don't see any questions. If there's no questions, there's nothing for me to answer. All I can say is that Richard Riakporhe beat. Who did he beat, actually? As a matter of fact, let me not be lazy. Let me share. Hold on a sec. Let's get my screens in the conventional order so I can go on automatic almost. I can automatically bring certain things up, and hold on. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do is this. I want to share something with you. I want to share something with the people. Damn. Okay, do we go full screen with this? Why not? Let's have a look. Okay, this is Richard Riakporhe versus, what's this cat's name? Tershi. Let's get his full name. Richard Riakporhe versus Fabio Tershi. Okay, so Fabio Tershi, I don't know much about him, but he's a cruiserweight and apparently a durable one who ain't been stopped yet. Apparently, hold on a second though, but let's get factual. Let me actually take the time to check this guy out. Let me see his record. Where are we? Let's put him in there. Magic box. And let's look at Turchi. Fabio Turchi. Oh, they call him Stone Cold. He comes from Italy. Italiano, 20 wins, 14 by KO. He has been stopped. What the hell was the commentator talking about? He's been stopped twice. Oh, he's lost twice. Sorry, my bad. He's lost twice. Don't mean he's been stopped twice. Oh, the time he was lost before, that was a split decision. Well, have I got this stuff up on my screen? What's happened there? Have I lost what I was trying to look at? No. Yes. Let's click that off. Let's see. Hopefully, yeah, I can go back to where I was. Okay, so Turchi's record is 20 wins, 2 losses. The first loss was by a split decision, and the last loss was by. Say that again. Okay, you're out now. Con. Okay, Con.
Peace to everybody in the chat. Sorry about the abrupt
No, that's cool.
leaving.
That's cool,
Yeah,
but I appreciate that was the Iron Kong 26. Took time out of his day, his evening to come and spend it over here with us. So that's much appreciation. Got his own channel, Iron Kong 26. Go check him out. Okay. So Richard Riakporhe is the first guy to stop Tucci in a career which started 2015. So we're talking about 7 years. In a 7-year career, Tucci has never been stopped. And for those who didn't see it, you know, the Raphael Dawkins, we like to deliver over here. What did you just drop down there? What's going on? Okay. Let me kill the noise. Okay. So we see the left hand of Riakporhe cocked back. Let's see what he does. With it. OMG. Hits him to the floating rib. Tucci brings his arm back down, but it's too late. It's too late, baby, now it's too late. Too late. See it again. Jeez. Looks like he just glances in the floating rib area under there. Tucci brings his hand back, but it's too late. What happens then? OMG. And that was 1 minute 31 of the second round. What the hell? Who's his trainer again? Oh, yeah. Angel Fernandez. Angel Fernandez said, oh, no, it wasn't Angel Fernandez. It was the training camp organizer for Joshua. I forget that cat's name. We said, yeah, we got Robert Garcia working. If you don't think Robert Garcia is going to work for us, you just watch the Riakporhe fight, because he's co-training Riakporhe too. Riakporhe's in Anthony Joshua's training camp. He's getting co-trained by Robert Garcia. There was many questions asked about, well, is it good? Is it a good idea to have Robert Garcia? But this cat said, Joshua's training camp organizer said, well, listen, just watch. Watch how Richard Riakporhe performs under the co-tutelage of Robert Garcia alongside Angel Fernandez. You just watch. And, well, you don't get more devastating than stopping somebody who's never been stopped before in the professional ranks. You don't get more devastating than that. 1 minute, 31 seconds of the second round. Now, I'm not saying anything supernatural. Just talking facts. You're just talking facts. The fact of the matter is, But Richard Riakpo stops previously unstopped fighter with a body shot. With a body shot. There ain't much things more sweeter than the body shot. The referee actually counted and let Touche up, but Touche's people, China, literally walked in the ring. Didn't have a white towel, but he had a big green one. Literally walks in the ring. Touche was down. I think it was this cat here. Touche was down. The referee, for some bizarre reason, thought he was good to carry on. I disagreed. But he restarted the fight, and the referee, his trainer, said no. Runs in, knew his man wasn't ready. Knew his man was done, cooked, had his goose cooked, and he was right, because immediately after he came in and made the referee stop the fight, Touche responded by going down again. Good call, good decision. Okay. So what are people saying? What people saying? Do you think Dubois' regular WBA belt would attract Dillian White? Well, he could do. He could attract Dillian White, because they're going to be mandatory at some point. They're going to be made mandatory. That belt will be a mandatory for whoever is the possessor of the WBA belt at that time. Have not seen the Triple D fight, only just arrived home. How was Danny Boy and Bryan? Yeah, 4th round finish. 1 minute 58 into the 4th round. Daniel Dubois lands a delightful right hook to the jaw of Trevor Bryan. Trevor Bryan goes down in his tight shorts. Looked like he had the same problem as Charles Martin. The shorts were too tight. If he uses that as an excuse, I would laugh my ass off. And tried to get up, but the knock knees said no. The knock knees of Bryan said no. No bueno. That ain't happening. I ain't gonna go down that way. And he flopped back down on his ample, fleshy torso. Knocked him out in the 4th. I'm going to have to watch the fight again to see how he was dealing with the jab. He looked aware, but was he slick with it? I really cannot say. I'm going to have to watch the fight 2 times. And that was a super chat from Audi alias Tate. Much appreciation for the contribution and the appreciation. Okay, so that's it, folks. That is it. That's it. 1 hour 31 minutes. Quite delightful. I'm happy with Daniel Dubois' victory. He's WBA champ now. Joseph Parker signed with Boxer, who work exclusively with Sky. So he's now a Sky guy. There's the people there for him. I don't know. We're going to have to see that one play out. Looks like he's run away from the Joe Joyce fight. Most disappointing. Highly disappointing. But the word tonight, the last word must go to Daniel Dubois. Can I pull him up? I should be able to pull him up over here. Play us out. Daniel Dubois. What's this going to come up with? The media has been disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner. Okay, so the fight was up. It's got to be here somewhere. Hold on, let me see. Let me do a quick search. Oh, dang. Here it is. Let's see. Okay, I can show it to you. Let me find that. Hold on. I hope I'm not sharing this. Stick around for a second, folks. Stick around for a second. The Rafi's got another treat for you. Rafi's got another treat for you. Let's have a look at this thing here. Let me cue this thing up. Let me kill the volume, kill the noise. This is a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. I'm going to have to be clever and precise with it. I have to be clever and precise with it. Let me just show you. Oh, geez, that was clinical. That was clinical. Oh, geez, let me share that. Let me share that. That was clinical. Jeez, Louise. Clinical. Clinical. Let's work up to it. Let's work up to it. Okay. This is how we're going to play. This is going to play us out. This is going to play us out. Well, Joe Joyce is going the WBO route. Joe Joyce is the WBO route. I think he's the WBO mandatory. Joe Joyce, the WBO guy. Okay. Let me bring that down. Let's share this with you. Is that it? Okay. I think that's it. Where we at? Okay. Let's be careful with this thing. Okay. Right uppercut. OMG. Dubois just changed his body position just a little bit. He hasn't telegraphed it, but he has changed his body position in a split second. And you need to look out for this left hand because it's going to do a lot of damage. Look out for the left hand. OMG. Couldn't have been crisper. Couldn't have been sharper. It couldn't have been more accurate. Trevor Bryan bounces. People gasp. Some people raise their hands. And that's all she wrote. I ain't going to push my luck with this Shiznix. I ain't going to push my luck. So there you have it. There it is. There it is. That's how it went down. That's how Trevor Bryan went down in the fourth round, 1 minute 58. Okay, so that's it, folks. Thank you all for joining me. Thanks to ERF Boxing for jumping on, the Iron Kong for jumping on, everybody who came in attendance, supported Audi TT alias, the Ben Odom, and everybody, all the moderators, Cal L, the Lisa Bales, everybody who took time out of their day. Well, come on, what's stopping you? Come on, what's stopping you? Uh-oh. There's a link. Let me drop the link. Let me drop the link in the chat. The H Monet has come. He wants to share his thoughts. Share his thoughts and observations. What we got here? Great live stream as always. Raphael from the Lisa Bales. What's going on? The TKO 22 up in the building. Wait, Rafi, wait. All we can do is sit and wait. All we can do. Well, let's just give you a couple more frames of this shizzle, this shiznix. Couple more frames as this Shizniks, as we say hello to the H Mo Night. H Mo Night. How do you do?
Raphael, man, thanks for having me. I want to say congratulations, first of all, to the new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Triple D, Dynamite.
Hell yeah.
Dynamite, Triple D, Daniel Dubois, the new heavyweight champion of the world. He is the WBA world champion, heavyweight champion from the UK. Another heavyweight champion from the UK. Man, I'm so proud of Daniel Dubois. I believe he's only 24 years old, right?
24 years old. 24 years old.
24 years old, heavyweight champion. This guy already showed us, Rafi, that he will fight anybody. This guy, since he was a very young fighter, has been groomed to be the next great heavyweight from the UK. And yes, he took a loss early in his career during the pandemic to a great heavyweight, Joe Joyce, Olympian, silver medalist. And Joe Joyce should have been a gold medalist. I think Joe Joyce is a future heavyweight champion. Rafi, there's nothing wrong with losing, especially when you fight the best at a young age.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dubois lost to what I think is going to be turned into a gold medal due to corruption. They're having meetings over there. So Joe Joyce is silver. I think that it could turn to gold. He's appealing, so that could turn to gold. So Dubois lost to a gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist, and he's now putting himself by beating Trevor Bryan back into titleship content. Well, he's not contention.
He's a champion.
He's a champion. He's a belt holder now.
That's a world title. That's the same belt that Muhammad Ali had. Remember, the WBA world title. Some people call it the regular belt, but it's actually, it's the heavyweight championship. It's the world title. That's the belt with mandatories. And I heard that Dubois, he might have to fight against Michael Hunter. Is that correct?
He may have to fight against Michael Hunter.
Yeah, because Michael Hunter, I think, is fighting Huey Fury, and the winner of that fight will have to, be the mandatory to face Daniel Dubois. So those are some good fights. And I mean, being in the UK, Rafi, you should be proud of Daniel Dubois, man. Honestly, man.
I am. I've been supporting him for years.
Man, this guy will fight anybody. I think he only had 13 fights when he took that fight with Joe Joyce. And like I said, he was winning that fight before the stoppage. He was up on the scorecards before he couldn't continue. And he was injured in that fight. A lot of people, they say that he quit. He didn't quit, Rafi. He was injured and he couldn't continue.
I agree. I made videos at the time saying he didn't quit. Billy Joe Saunders felt differently. Billy Joe Saunders says, go out on your back, brother. Go out on your back. But when he took a similar injury, he was out of there. He was out of there immediately. At least Daniel Dubois fought on for a few rounds. That punch that stopped the fight, that wasn't the punch that hurt his eye. His eye had been hurt in multiple rounds previously. But he fought on. He soldiered on. He showed the heart of a lion. He showed the heart of a lion, and when he couldn't take it no more, when he felt the bones moving around, when they're crunching around, he said, "You know what? I want to keep my career. So the best thing for me to do to keep my career is take a knee right now." And he did the intelligent thing. Some people criticized him. The Rafi did not. He was sensible. He was prudent, and it also, the fights he's had since. I think he's had a chance to the eye to heal properly. Oftentimes people rush back. Appeared not to rush back, but then the fights he hasn't had too much trouble. So that's given the eye even more time to settle in. And he's a young man, so he still heals good. So, it appears as if that the eye is healed good. And it hasn't been troubled since then. So he's in a real good position. He's real good position to do good things, and hell yeah, I'm excited I'm excited to see how he gets handled and how he can manage, how his career is managed from here on in.
So Rafi, how does it feel to have another heavyweight champion from the UK? Daniel Dubois, you already have Tyson Fury, Joe Joyce, who's a monster. You still got Dylan White. Can't forget about Anthony Joshua. Those are 5 very good heavyweights from the UK, bro. How does it feel to, be dominating heavyweight boxing right now?
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's the blue ribbon division. If the heavyweight division's healthy, then boxing's healthy. How does it feel? Well, we've seen these guys coming up. I've watched these guys coming up. I've watched them rise to the top, like Cream does. And it's a beautiful thing. As a UK guy, how do I feel? Let's not forget about Bakoli. He's done something special a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
When he dismantled Yoka. Mm-hmm. So, he doesn't get much praise. Not many, there's some people who are lacking in confidence in him, but I think I'll say it right here. I'll say it right now. Look out for Bakoli to gradually join the ranks of the cream of the crop.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rafi, Triple D, Dynamite, Daniel Dubois, new heavyweight champion of the world. Do you recognize his belt? I do. I recognize it as the WBA world title. And I know they have a super title, but this is the world title belt.
How do I recognize it? Hey, it's a title. It's a title. It's the WBA. It's the regular. It's not the super. The super is better than the regular. But hey,
this is the one with the mandatories. The super don't have mandatories. This the regular belt is the one with mandatories. Now, Rafi, if you go to the WBA website, they recognize Daniel Dubois as the WBA heavyweight champion of the world champion. If you look on the website, nowhere on the WBA website do they call it a regular belt. So why do the boxing fans call it regular belt? If the WBA is their belt, they call it the world title.
Well, I'm not going to argue that point. I'm cool with Daniel Dubois being the WBA world champion. I mean, I say regular.
He's the world champion. He's not a regular champion. He's the world champion, bro. There's no such thing as a regular champion. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, that's an interesting point.
So take a look whenever you get time, bro. Look at the WBA website.
I believe you.
It's nowhere on their website where they, refer to that belt as a regular belt. That's what I'm saying. So he's a legit heavyweight champion. He has the same belt as Tank Davis, the same belt that Canelo fought Rocky Fielding for, the same belt that Canelo fought Austin Trout for. Canelo fought for that belt 2 times. Triple G was the WBA regular champion, defended that belt plenty of times, and so did Manny Pacquiao. He fought for that belt. They say Manny Pacquiao was an 8 division world champion. Well, one of the belts was a regular belt that he fought for too, brother.
For real. Preach. Wake the town and tell the people.
Yes. Hey, I'm so proud of Daniel Dubois, man. The guy, like I said, he's been fighting the best ever since he was a young fighter. He's still a young fighter. He's a world champion. He's only 24 years old. He has a bright future. What do you think about the rest of the young heavyweights, like Jared Anderson, the real big baby from America? What do you think about a potential showdown with him and Daniel Dubois?
He's your best guy over there right now. He's your best prospect over there right now, Jared Anderson. I like him. He's a hell of a banger. Do I think that Jared Anderson beats Daniel Dubois? I think it's a toss-up because both of them got dynamite in their hands. Is Daniel Dubois a little bit more defensively? You couldn't call Daniel Dubois slick, but Jared Anderson himself is still quite rugged. So I would venture to say out of Jared Anderson and Daniel Dubois, even though Daniel Dubois ain't really that slick, I would say he's slicker. I would say he's slicker than Jared Anderson. So if the two met right now, I'll put my money on. It'd be a very close fight, but I would lean towards Daniel Dubois. But remember, these guys are young guys. Daniel Dubois is only 24. I don't know how old Jared Anderson is, but I expect he's around that ballpark. So these are young guys. It's just how so happens that one of them has worked his way up to being a world champion. But they still, both of them still need seasoning. They still need seasoning. And it's going to be interesting to see how they go forth. But H Money, I'm glad that you could take some time out of your day to join us. And I'm closing this shizzle down now.
Okay, bro. Hey, absolutely, brother. Thanks for having me, brother. Congratulations, Daniel Dubois, the new heavyweight champion of the world. Thank you, brother.
That was the H-Mo-9 taking some time out to come and spend it with us over here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and if so, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit all the good buttons. And once again, shout out to everybody who took time out of their day, and of course, our contributors, the Audi alias TT and the Ben Odom, who made the place so litty. So litty. And of course, your contribution doesn't have to be so substantial. Every penny, every mickle makes a muckle. So £1, £2, £3, whatever is appropriate. Okay. So nothing left for us to say other than congratulations to the Daniel Dubois, who defeats Trevor. What do they call him? The Dream? What am I trying to do here? Trevor the Dream Bryan. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. We are out. Just like Trevor Bryan.